Okay, so do you know which line you are in? Are you Ham, Shem or Japheth? Okay, we will find out soon, okay? We will find out soon. Chapter 10, the descendants of Noah. Now, the author, that is Moses, is still talking about the 3 lines. But later, after we finish with chapter 10, when we come to chapter 11, then we will just focus on Shem. Okay. Chapter 10. Now, this is the genealogy of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And sons were born to them after the flood. The sons of Japheth, and they are the Europeans, were Gomer. Now, I will do my very best to pronounce some of these unpronounceable names again. But I'm going to tell you which countries they are from. If you are keen enough, you can go and buy all this atlas of the Bible, the history of Christianity, and you can go and trace the journeys of Abraham and all these things. Yeah, where all this. Okay, anyway, the sons of Japheth were Gomer. Gomer is Germany. 德国, Germany. Magog, you all should know what? Russia. Gog and Magog. North of Jerusalem. Magog, Russia. Madai, who are they? The Persians. Javan, Javan. Greece. Greeks, Greece. Now those I don't know, I tell you I don't know. Okay, I can't find. Sometimes it's so difficult to find. Okay, Tubal, 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 don't know where they from. Huh? Next lesson you come. Okay, Meshach, I heard it was Moscow, not sure. Okay. Yeah. Never mind. And Tyrus is Italy. The sons of Gomer were Ashkenaz. They are the Eastern Europeans. Riphath, don't know, and Togarmah, that is Turkey. Verse 4, the sons of Javan were Elisha. Oh, not so fast, okay. Okay, so we have Germany, we have Russia, we have Persians, we have Greece, we have Italy, Eastern Europe, Turkey. Okay, the sons of Javan were Elisha, don't know where they're from. And then we have Tarshish. Does the name Tarshish ring a bell? You know Jonah? Jonah was supposed to go to Nineveh, but he went the other direction, Tarshish. So what does... Spain. Correct, Spain. Kittim is Cyprus. Last night I saw on TV, it was such a nice documentary on Cyprus. If we can go, we will go one day. It's very historical, very nice, rustic buildings. And Dodanim. Verse 5, from this the coastland peoples of the Gentiles were separated into their lands, everyone according to his language, according to their families, into their nations. So we have done with the sons of Japheth. And how many families were mentioned there?
1, 4,
14. You go and count, you go home and count. Yeah? The sons of Japheth, altogether 14 families were mentioned. I'm going to tell you the significance later as we add up all the 3 different lines. There will be 70 families. And why is 70 family important? Okay, so 14 families. Now the sons of Ham, verse 6. The sons of Ham, they are the Africans, were Cush. Any idea? Cush? Ethiopia. Yeah. Ethiopia. Ethiopia. You know the spell? But a lot of people pronounce it Utopia, Utopia. No, that is an ideal. Yeah, dreamland. But Ethiopia. Misraim. Misraim. Where is that? Egypt. Put. Where is Put? Libya. 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 And of course Canaan. Yeah. Who is to be the servants to all. And Canaan. So the sons of Cush were Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Rama, Sabticha, and the sons of Rama were Sheba and Dedan. Dedan. Dedan is Saudi Arabia. Dedan, Saudi Arabia. That one I don't know. I haven't got the revelation yet. Can't find. Some of these names have disappeared. I mean it's in the Bible, but some very difficult to find. Okay, verse 8. Cush begot Nimrod. Have you come across the name Nimrod? Yeah. What's the meaning of Nimrod? Rebel, 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 rebel. So this is a picture of Antichrist. He rebels. Yeah? Rebel. He began to be a mighty one on the earth. He was a mighty hunter. He was if you go and read the original text, Hebrew, he was a mighty hunter of what? Animals or men? Men. Okay. Animals we don't care, it's for food. But he was a mighty hunter of men. So that is also a picture of the Antichrist in the last days. Before the Lord. Again, the word here should be against the Lord. I don't know what's your NIV. Is it against the Lord? Before the Lord. Okay. The original text means against the Lord. So he was a mighty hunter against the Lord. Of course it's against the Lord, because God said, life is in the blood, you shall not take another man's life. But he was a mighty hunter of men against the Lord. Therefore it is said, like Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord. Yeah. Now if you go and study a bit more history, this Nimrod founded Babylon. I know Babylon is a very evil empire. He founded Babylon. And also Assyria, which we'll read later in verse a few verses down, verse 11. You know the Assyrians are terrible people. I mentioned this before in my other sermons and so on. Yeah, when they take prisoners, they take them alive, and then they hook them jaw to jaw. Yeah. And they drag you around, they skin you alive and so on. These were the Assyrians. They're terrible people. Okay, like Nimrod. Okay, verse 10. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, Erech, Achak, and Calneh in the land of Shinar. In the land of Shinar. Shinar was the land from where we get Babylon. Yeah? So Babylon came from within Shinar. and the beginning of his kingdom. So Nimrod founded Babylon. From that land, Nimrod, went to Assyria. So he founded Assyria, and built Nineveh. Again, Nineveh. Does it ring a bell? Of course. Jonah again. He's supposed to go Nineveh. Yeah, he was supposed to go and bring the gospel and the good news there. But he turned the other direction. So that's Nineveh. Rehoboth, Kala, and Resen. Between Nineveh and Kala, that is the principal city. Mizraim, that is Egypt, begot Ludim, Anamim, Lehebim, Naptuhim, Patruzim, and Kasluhim, from whom came the Philistines and the Kaptorim. Philistines, you remember the Philistines? Who is the Philistine? The famous Philistine or infamous Philistine? Goliath, Philistine. Canaan begot Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth, and the Jebusite, the Amorite, the Girgashite, the Hivite, the Arkite, and the Sinai, and the Abadite, the Zemarite, and the Hamathite. Do you know where you come in? Do you know where you come in? Look again. Sino. Sino is known as the Chinese, right? Sino. Sinai. Okay? So we come under where? This one. Under this line. Sinai. Okay? Actually, we should look a bit darker. Okay, Sinai. Sino, right? If you read the word Sino, Sinai. This refers to the Chinese people, also the Japanese, generally Asians. Yeah, those of us yellow skin. So that's where we come from. That's why we all eat pork, right? So that's another question for the Sunday school. Ask them where we come from. Verse 19. Afterward, the families of the Canaanites were dispersed, and the border of the Canaanites was from Sidon as you go towards Gerar, as far as Gaza. Then as you go towards Sodom, Gomorrah, which you'll read later, Admah, and Jeboim, as far as Lasha. These were the sons of Ham according to their families, according to their languages, in their lands and in their nations. And if you go and count, they're all together 30 families were mentioned. So we had 14, we had 30. Verse 21, and children were born also to Shem, the father of all the children of Eber. Eber. You know, Eber is the root word for Hebrews. The Jews are also known as the Hebrews, right? Yeah? So Shem, the line from which the seed of Jesus comes. Yeah. And the children were also born to Shem, the father of all the children of Eber, Hebrew. The brother of Japheth, the elder. The sons of Shem were Elam. Elam is also another name for Persia. Ashur, Arphaxad, Lud, and Aram. Aram is Syria. Syria. The sons of Aram were Uz, Hul, Gether, and MASH. You watch TV, right? Alan Elder, MASH. Oh, you never watch comedy, MASH. Okay. Arphaxad begot Salah, and Salah begot Eber. To Eber were born two sons. The name of one was Peleg, which means division. Peleg means division. For in his days the earth was divided. For in the days on earth, his days, the earth was divided. Now, you see, we have finished creation, fall, flood, and very soon we'll be hitting on dispersion, disperse. And his brother's name was Joktan. Chinese name, Joktan. Okay, Joktan. Joktan. Okay. Joktan also has some association with Arabia, Arab. Joktan begot Almodad, Shelah, Hazarmaveth, Jirath, Hadoram, Udal, Diklah, Obal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. All these were the sons of Joktan, and their dwelling place was from Mishah as you go towards Shipha, the mountain of the east. These were the sons of Shem according to their families, according to their languages, in their lands, according to their nations. If you look into this, I think you can find something. But in my Bible, there is a simple map here that shows that area and showing where all the three families, the three lines were located, the different names and different families. I'm sure some of your study Bible would have. Now, for those who have yet to buy a study Bible, it is good to have a study Bible. Yeah, study Bible, even I use study Bible all the time, because study Bible words are on top, the scripture is on top, but the explanation is below, and they have got maps and got everything for you. So in your own study, it is helpful. Okay, and if you haven't bought, then buy the New King James Version. Israel is Hebrew, Greek. Okay. Now, the children of Shem, if you go and count, there will be 26. So 26 from Shem, 30 from Ham, 40, 14 from Japheth. You total up, how many are there? 70. Okay? And they represent the world. Because from these three families, they went on to populate the world. Yeah, what is the connection? The world. When our Lord Jesus sent the disciples out, He sent them 2 by 2. And how many did He send? Okay, you turn to Luke chapter 10 verse 1. The answer is there. So numbers and so on do not appear by accident. Luke chapter 10 verse 1. The mission of the 70. Luke chapter 10 verse 1. Huh? Luke. I mean, I'm sure you can find in other Gospels also, but I happen to look at Luke chapter 10 verse 1. And after these things, the Lord appointed 70 others also. Huh? That's why you must buy New King James. Okay. 2 by 2. He sent them 2 by 2 before His face. Okay, let me look at Matthew 9:37. Let's see. Matthew 9:37. Matthew 9:37. Not there, huh? Okay. Okay, Mark. Let me see. Okay, Mark 6:7. Let's try. Didn't say. Okay. I don't know. My Bible says 70.
70.
Huh? Okay. But okay, doesn't. Okay, don't fight over this. We are still friends. But I wanted to read to you. Okay, when we go to Israel or we buy the Greek Bible, we get the original. Okay, after these things, the Lord appointed 70 others also, and sent them 2 by 2 before his face into every city and place where he himself was about to go. Yeah. Then he said to them, the harvest truly is great, but the laborers are few. Pray therefore the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into his harvest. Go your way, and so on. So he sent out these 70 odd into the world and go. So that is sending the 70. And so even here in Genesis, these 70 families mentioned, they populated the world. Okay. So I just wanted to highlight the number 70. That's all. So verse 32. Genesis chapter 10. These were the families of the sons of Noah according to their generations in their nations, and from this the nations were divided on the earth after the flood. Now we finish with chapter 10.